Good morning. Welcome to another Spectrumx BBR, Basic Business Realness. In this series, we're talking about the basic steps of opening up a business. So I've broken it down to 3 steps. There's the planning stage. In the planning stage, we talked about a business plan, business structure, and the business name, what you're going to call yourself. In the action stage, or the setup stage, we have been talking about bank accounts, credit cards, how you're going to buy stuff, where your money is going to go, and the idea of separating yourself from your business. So getting a business bank account outside of your personal finances. We talked about a website, an email, and making sure that you're presenting yourself in a professional manner to the world. Yesterday we talked about the government, and that they're an ally and they're a partner of you, and the information that you need to be aware of what your role and responsibility is to providing the government of Canada with the information they require. It is your legal responsibility to know, which we talked about that. Today, we're diving into your company. We're talking about operations. And this is a big subject, so I'm going to try to narrow it down and give a snapshot of an exercise that I'd like you to go through. Now, if you've done a business plan, you've probably done a lot of this, so it shouldn't be too hard. But if you haven't done a business plan, again, this goes a little bit deeper. So we're going to look at inside your company, the information flow, the processes, the procedures. How does everything flow? How do you get the information? How do you create a product, to how that product gets out of your company and the various departments that need that? Now, I mentioned departments. I realize that a lot of you are a one-person operating shop. I encourage you to remove yourself yet again from this exercise and name the departments within your company. For instance, you have a sales department or a marketing department. You have a shop if you do any manufacturing, if you build a product. You have an ordering department. You have an accounting department. And you might have a processing department. Whatever departments you have in your company, break it down to departments and break it down to which information all those departments needs. Now, in my world, from the finance point of view, as you know, I'm a certified bookkeeper. Everything that you do in the company ends up going to the accounting department. So you want to make those roadmaps of how the information flows through your company to get to those different departments. I'll take a jewelry example because I was a jewelry designer. Very quickly, when a client comes in, I meet them. They've identified that they want a custom jewelry design. So what is my process? Well, my first step is that we set up a consultation. Okay? So we set a date that for a period of time, we want to mark that down. What information do I need in that consultation? Well, I need the client, I need what item they are, their specifications, etc. So I can give off to my design department. So they tell me what they want, and we create it. So what is the process? You tell the client how many weeks, what's the time frame. Break each department down and create your processes throughout each department. So that's my consultation. What's to be expected? How long it's going to take. Once that information gets into my design team, they need to know how long it's going to, what my expectations. If it's a 3-week process from start to finish, then they have to put it in their queue. What's the process there for multiple orders? You want to make it smooth. Your accounting department, is there a deposit? Does there have to be an estimate created? Your accounting department needs to then follow the money, not necessarily all the details, but the money. So for instance, in custom design, because they've agreed, there's a contract, There's a purchase order, there's a design order, and you give that all. The contract solidifies this consultation will cost you $1,000. That will be deducted from the final price of the estimate, and it's refundable. So what are your procedures? Again, it's a huge topic, but I really encourage you to simplify, follow your money, follow your information, and go through every little aspect of that company from start to finish. It's these areas that companies lose money in. Don't want to go into it too detail because this is what I do for a living, and we break down every business is different. Every business is different. So a widget business versus a service business could be completely different. You want to know how things flow through your company, mark it down, test it. Test payment processing, test invoicing. You might have various systems. This is where, as I said, a lot of companies lose money because they implement processes and procedures out of need, but not necessarily efficiency and flow. So if you take the time now to test all your information processes from and I'm only talking about when the operations side. I'm not talking about sales funnel side. I'm not talking about marketing side. I'm talking internal and all your partners, your suppliers. How do they get the information? CRA, how do they get the information? When do they need information? And all your different departments. Major departments in any business is really your accounting department, your sales department, your manufacturing department. If you make a product, you might have a million little things. How do you track your inventory? What's your inventory system like? What's your inventory process? When do you take your inventory? When do you put value? How do you price? What's your pricing procedure? You take it and just mark it up 5 times, or you actually take every piece. Understand it, because there's a lot of time in this area, and you want to make it as efficient and simple as possible. Simple but effective, because you could waste hours pricing, and if someone came in and said, why are you losing money? Well, you're spending all your time pricing or creating quotes, and you're not getting paid for that. Are you including it into your prices? All these things. Dissect your company. Walk through the information inside your company and know all your processes, your procedures, and how the information flows and who needs that information. That's a big subject. So I'm going to end it there. If you want to learn more, you can create information flowcharts. You can do it however you do it. Just understand every process through your company. Again, I'm trying to simplify this when it's a really big subject, and I could go on and on and on and use different examples. But I really want to encourage you to take this time to go through. You haven't launched your company yet. Test it. Use some friends as example. Use your spouse, use your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Test the information flow, go through it, play with it, and enjoy it. Have a great day. If you want to learn more, if you like this video, please hit the like. If you want to know more or have subjects that you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comment section. Have a great day.